Welcome to SAT Math Part 3, Word Problems. My name is Amory, and I'm a tutor and instructor for Top Test Prep. SAT Math problems involve geometry, Algebra 1, and some Algebra 2. The word problems you'll see on the exam may involve one or all of these categories. Here's a typical SAT word problem. Each morning, Simone bikes to school from her house at a speed of 12 miles per hour. She gets driven home at a speed of 24 miles per hour. Round trip, Simone's commute takes 1 hour. How far is Simone's school from her house? With word problems, the first thing we want to do is underline the prompt. Identify what is being asked. Here, the prompt is, how far is Simone's school from her house? What does how far mean mathematically? It means we're trying to calculate distance. The next step with word problems is to identify and write out the formulas you're going to need. I decided to write distance equals rate times time. Standard formula for many math problems we've seen in school. Now that we have our formula, let's go through the problem and translate words into math. Simone bikes to school from her house at a speed of 12 miles per hour. Plugging this into our formula, we have the following. D equals 12 miles per hour times T1, where our rate is 12 miles per hour, our distance is D, and the time it takes to get to school on a bike is T1. Remember, we're trying to calculate the distance here. Next sentence. She gets driven home at a speed of 24 miles per hour. Plugging this into our formula, we have D equals 24 miles per hour times T2, where our rate is 24 miles per hour, our distance is D, the same distance to and from school. So D is the same in both equations. And the time it takes to get home from school in a car is T2. We have these two formulas, and we're going to have to work with them a bit in order to calculate D. Next sentence, round trip, Simone's commute takes 1 hour. Now we have another equation here. We can write an equation relating T1, the time it takes to get there, and T2, the time it takes to get back. T1 plus T2 equals 1 hour. Using our first equation, we can solve for T1. Using our second equation, we can solve for T2. Finally, we can plug our values into our third equation. D over 12 plus D over 24 equals 1 hour. Remember the prompt, which we underlined. We're solving for the distance here, D. Let's add our fractions by giving them a common denominator. D over 12 becomes 2D over 24. Now we can add the fractions and get 3D over 24 equals 1 hour. Solving for D, we get D equals 24 divided by 3, which equals 8 miles. This is the answer to our question. To review, after reading an SAT word problem, always underline the prompt to identify what you're being asked to find. Then, write out the formulas you think you may need. Finally, translate words into math and plug your values into those formulas. Then you can solve for whatever variable you've been asked to find. For more information on SAT or ACT prep, call 1-800-501-PREP or visit us at toptestprep.com.